Hello students of class 12th. I'm going to explain to you law of demand in the subject economics. This is for class 12th. So without wasting time, law of demand states that the quantity demanded of a commodity increases when its price falls and decreases when its price rises, other things remaining the same. Simple भाषा में इसका मतलब ये है, I'm indicating it with, just wait, with red pen over here, symbolically. जब किसी प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस बढ़ेगा, that is increase होगा, upward pointing arrow indicates increase. So what will happen to the quantity demanded of that product? Quantity demanded by the consumers, in that case, will fall down. लोग कम खरीदते हैं जब चीज महंगी हो जाती है, as simple as that. And then if the price over here below, see, I'll use the space, and if the price of the commodity falls, यानी कि प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस कम होता है, commodity सस्ती हो जाती है, consumers find it cheaper to buy, so they are going to buy more. तो quantity demanded बढ़ जाएगी, it will increase. Quantity demanded will increase. It's a simple phenomena, आपने observe किया होगा. This is what is law of demand. But यहाँ पे एक लाइन ऐड करनी है, other things remaining the same. Other things remaining the same. ये other things क्या हैं? ये हैं determinants of demand जो कराए थे पिछले दो वीडियोस में. Factors which affect demand. पहला था प्राइस. तो प्राइस को तो हम यहाँ ले रहे हैं, प्राइस चेंज हो रहा है, तो क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड पे क्या असर पड़ रहा है. प्राइस के अलावा जो फैक्टर्स थे, डिटर्मिनेंट्स ऑफ डिमांड थे, उनको मान के चल रहे हैं कि दे विल रिमेन कांस्टेंट, दे विल रिमेन द सेम. सो दैट these are the assumptions I'm reading out. Income of the consumer remains the same. We are assuming, when we are explaining law of demand, when we are trying to understand law of demand, we are assuming that consumer की जो income है वो same रहेगी. Taste and preferences of the consumers remain the same. Their choice doesn't change. Prices of related products remain the same. Related products as in substitutes and complementary goods. उनके दाम same रहेंगे. The commodity is a normal commodity. If you remember, I told you when we were discussing the effect of income of a consumer on a product, we discussed three kind of goods. Normal goods, then normal goods were there, inferior goods were there, and inexpensive necessities were there. So जब law of demand के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं, हम जब समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो दिस इज वी आर कंसीडरिंग ओनली अ नॉर्मल गुड, नॉर्मल कमोडिटी. साइज ऑफ पॉपुलेशन एंड इट्स कंपोजिशन रिमेन्स द सेम. डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इनकम रिमेन्स द सेम. प्राइसेस आर नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड टू चेंज इन फ्यूचर, यानी कि कंज्यूमर्स की एक्सपेक्टेशंस सेम है, कुछ उनको ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि प्राइस विल इंक्रीज इन फ्यूचर. देन keeping other factors remaining the same, keeping other factors constant, then we try to just isolate the effect of price and what happens when the price changes. When the price of a commodity rises, what happens to the quantity demanded by the consumer? As the price rises, quantity demanded will fall, because चीज महंगी हो जाएगी तो लोग obviously उसे कम खरीदेंगे. प्राइस कम हो जाएगा, प्राइस गिरेगा तो लोग ज्यादा खरीदेंगे. As simple as that. We proceed with next concept, that is demand schedule. Demand schedule एक table है basically. It's a table which is having two columns basically. In the first table, we write the price, various prices of a commodity. In the second one, what will be the quantity demanded by the consumer or consumers at these different prices. This is how a demand schedule looks. Two columns, price and quantity demanded at various prices. Demand schedule can be of two types. One is individual demand schedule. In individual demand schedule, what happens, we ask a single consumer, only one consumer. Suppose I ask Mr. Mishra that, okay, fine, if the prices of apple, sir, Mr. Mishra, if the price of apple is rupees 100 per kg, आप कितने apples खरीदेंगे? So he says 1 kg. Then I say कि okay, price of apples falls to 90. सस्ता हो गया apple, तब आप कितना खरीदेंगे? तो he says 2 kg. Then I say price of apple falls further down to 80, तब आप कितना लेंगे? वो कहते हैं 4 kg. And so on. 70 गिर गया तो he's going to buy 6 kg. Suppose, it's a hypothetical example. So I interviewed only a single consumer, that is in my example Mr. Mishra. So in one table, in this table, in first column I'm writing the various prices, and then in the second one I'm writing the various quantity which of apples which he is going to buy at these different prices. ये मिल गया मुझे इंडिविजुअल डिमांड शेड्यूल, बिकॉज ये डिमांड शेड्यूल एक पर्टिकुलर कंज्यूमर या हाउस होल्ड कह सकते हैं आप का है केवल. We move to the second type of demand schedule, that is market demand schedule. Market demand schedule में क्या होता है बेटा, prices we write, various prices we write in one column, and then we try to find out from all the consumers in the market how much quantity they are of this commodity they are going to buy at these different prices. Okay, and then we add up, सारे consumers का add कर लेते हैं. So to keep the discussion simple, let's assume it's totally imaginary that only two consumers are there, consumer A and B of apples. ठीक है? So in the first column, as you can see, I'm over here, first column over here. Here we are writing the various prices of apples. फिर हमने Mr. A से पूछा, okay, आप इतने 100 पे कितना लेंगे? He says 1 kg. If the price of apples is 90 rupees per kg, then how much will you buy? He says 2 kg. Okay, and then wait, let me scroll it down. Then we told him, okay, fine, if the price of apples falls to 80, तब आप कितना लेंगे? He says 4 kg. At 70, at rupees 70 per kg आप कितना लेंगे? तो he says I'll buy 6 kg. Fine. Then we interviewed Mr. B, the second consumer. So at 100 rupees per kg of price of apples, B ने बोला कि मैं 2 किलो खरीदूंगा. हमने बोला भाई 90 प्राइस होगा तब आप कितना लेंगे? He says 3 kg I'll buy. At 80 he'll buy 5 kg. I'm putting a tick mark, you can see. And at 70, when the price falls to 70 rupees per kg of apples, he is going to buy 7 kg. Okay, so assuming that only two consumers are there, in reality there will be many consumers, but making a data for all of them will become very difficult, so I have kept it 2. Now how do we find market, how do we frame market demand schedule? अब हम क्या करेंगे? Quantity demanded by A and quantity demanded by B, we are going to add up. In reality, we'll add up quantity demanded by all the consumers, okay, which is going to be very tough. So as you can see, 1 plus 2 makes it 3, 2 plus 3 makes it 5 in the last column, 4 plus 5 makes it 9, 6 plus 7 kg makes it 13 kg. Okay, so assuming that in the market there are only two consumers for apples, we have been able to find out the total market demand. Okay, so that is market demand schedule. So what is demand schedule? Basically, in one column we write various prices, and in the other column we write various quantities which will be demanded by by one consumer और all the consumers. अगर हम एक कंज्यूमर की बात कर रहे हैं, एक कंज्यूमर की डिमांड लिखते हैं, तो हमें मिलता है इंडिविजुअल डिमांड शेड्यूल. अगर हम सारे कंज्यूमर्स की डिमांड लिखते हैं, क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड को ऐड करके लिखते हैं दूसरे कॉलम में, तो वो हमें मिलता है मार्केट डिमांड शेड्यूल. दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे. हैव अ नाइस डे. बाय बाय.